Incheon International Airport suddenly turned into an arena full of whispers and speculation in the early hours of this morning. The camera lights of the fans flickered non-stop, cheers broke out in the air, and various media were already waiting for hours. All believe that day will be an ordinary day, a day where two BTS members who have been known to be very compact will return together from overseas schedules. However, the reality is much more surprising. Only one figure appeared out of the door of the international arrivals, and that figure is Jungkook alone. Without Jimin. No sign of other members. Without a manager who usually always sticks very close. Instantly, the atmosphere of the airport changed. The fans looked at each other in bewilderment. Some were even seen almost crying because they did not see Jimin. The reporter, who was already on the alert, immediately moved aggressively, trying to seize the best position to capture the moment. But the strangeness doesn't stop there. Precisely from the way Jungkook stepped, there was something unusual. It goes fast, almost like trying to avoid something or someone. Usually, Jungkook would smile lightly, giving the fans a gentle wave. But this time, his gaze was serious. Very serious. You could even say, tense. Some reporters speculated that he looked like someone who had just learned something very important, or was trying to hide something that happened on the way home. There was a moment that confused the fans even more. He had time to look back twice. It's like making sure of something. Or maybe make sure someone doesn't follow suit. The small gesture sparked thousands of theories in a matter of minutes. Are you waiting for Jim? Was Jimin supposed to be right behind him? Were there any sudden changes in their schedules? Nobody knows. And Jungkook didn't say a word. Mute. Focus forward. As if the world around him didn't exist. Social media exploded instantly. Armies from around the world are freaking out and filling the platform with increasingly wild theories. The hashtag where is Jimin skyrocketed through global trending in just 6 minutes. Some fans speculate they must be on the same plane, right? Jimin usually walks near Jungkook, so why isn't he seen this time? Is there a secret schedule? Don't tell me they're one down first? The longer, the more strange theories appear. Some suspect Jimin has arrived first through the VIP line. Some believe he is still abroad. Some believe something happened on the plane, and some are wondering, did these two people just get involved in something that kept them from going home together? Everything is still a mystery. Internal airport sources, who of course did not want to be named, said that they themselves were confused because the flight manifest data showed 2 premium seats that had similar names to the 2 BTS members, but only one came out. Did Jimin go out on a different path? Was he invited in secret? Was he really on that plane? The source said only briefly, we cannot give details. But we also don't know what really happened. Words that make the atmosphere worse. At the moment of arrival, Jungkook's escort looked much tighter than usual. The bodyguards formed a very tight line, up, even tighter than when he was at the height of his solo promotion. As if something really wants to hide from the public. Is it related to Jimin, or related to someone who should be with him? Or was it just something that happened before the plane landed? When some fans tried to call his name, he just lowered his head and quickened his pace. There was something in his gesture that made the situation feel different. Korean pop culture analysts who often appear on entertainment shows also open their voices. One of them said that Jungkook's micro-expression changes, which were captured on camera from a distance, showed signs of confusion, doubt, and a bit of alertness. It's as if there's something he's thinking about, but he can't say, one analyst said. Of course, this immediately sparked continued speculation from fans and netizens. After leaving the airport, Jungkook's car was immediately chased by media cars. They wanted to know if he would go to the dorm, to the HYB building, or somewhere else unexpected, and it turns out, the movements are no less mysterious. The car did not go straight to the usual path towards the city center. He chose a detour. Longer. More quiet. More secret. Why? Nobody knows. But there was clearly something that made the reporter even more curious. Some fans who didn't get a place inside the airport waited outside, hoping to see Jimin come out through a different door. But up to 45 minutes after Jungkook left, There is no Jimin.nohyb staff. There is no indication of any other flight carrying VIP passengers out. Some even had time to debate whether Jimin was really on the same plane. The mystery deepens. Some media outlets tried to contact HYB representatives to inquire about the difference in arrival, and their answer is only, "We have no comment at this time." A too short answer to a too big question. More and more journalists began to speculate that HYB might be hiding something bigger, or was waiting for the right time to make an official statement. Since HYB's answers were so minimal, the public began to fill in the information gaps with their own theories. The more it is read, the wilder it is. But such is the style of entertainment media. Natural mysteries turn into stories full of intrigue. Some fans testified that they saw someone in a black hoodie, face almost covered in a mask, walking quickly toward the VIP line about 10 minutes before Jungkook appeared. Is that Jimin? No evidence. No photos. No recording. But the rumor immediately spread. Some claim it's 80% Jimin-like. Some say her height is too short. Some also say it must be HYB's staff. However, since there is no clarification, rumors are still rumors, and rumors are gasoline for the fire of speculation. When arriving at the car, Jungkook usually takes the time to do a small bye-bye. But this time he went straight inside and closed the door quickly. His movements look rushed. Even the driver seemed to be misbehaving. What the hell is going on? Jimin was not seen at the airport, not because of trouble, not because of drama, not because of conflict, and not because of any mysterious events. The cause turned out to be much simpler, very simple, even almost anticlimactic when compared to internet speculation. Jimin didn't come home with Jungkook. He returned home early, a few hours earlier, via a different flight whose schedule was expedited by staff for internal reasons that were not announced. In other words, Jungkook is not alone because something happened. He was alone because Jimin had come home first. That's all. There is no big drama. There were no secret incidents. There are no suspicious events. All just a visual misunderstanding and too long silence. However, it was the silence that made this news evolve into a national mystery.